So here's the sort of overview slide, the learning environments that tend to induce cheating. Like I said, very briefly through these, and then we'll go into more detail on the first three. So the first one is extrinsic motivation, and we know that we can sort of roughly divide students' interests or motivation in our courses to extrinsic or intrinsic. It's an oversimplification, but it's still a useful one. Extrinsically motivated students are ones who are concerned about the grades. They're concerned about getting through your course because there's one they get to take after that they're more interested in. They're interested in what comes beyond the course rather than the learning the material itself. Intrinsically motivated students are ones who find the course material interesting or fascinating. They see it as relevant or useful to their lives in some way. And so that draws out their sense of intrinsic motivation. And it should not come as any surprise, and I don't think any of these will come as a big surprise, that when students are extrinsically motivated, they're more likely to cheat. The next one we might think about as a related matter, and that's whether students are oriented toward performance or mastery. We can again divide students into whether they are oriented toward mastery of the subject, which means they're really interested in learning the material. They want to have a sort of global understanding. They want to be able to apply it outside of the class, versus students who are interested in performance. And those are students who are keyed in just on the assessment, and they want to do well on the exam. They want to get the highest possible score on the paper. Now, both extrinsic and both motivation and orientation are things that we can locate within the student, right? Like this student is intrinsically or extrinsically motivated, or this student is performance or mastery oriented, but we can also locate them in the environment. And so there are ways in which we can design courses and which we can communicate to our students that push them toward extrinsic or intrinsic motivation, or that push them toward mastery or performance orientation. So that's what I'll talk about shortly. The third one is infrequent high-stakes assessment.